here today because we need to sort out what we're doing this week.
Are you going to put some buttons on the eyes? I think we better put some buttons on.
Hi Jess, thanks for meeting up with me again.
بدي خبرك إنه أنا اتصلت بدائرة الإسكان.
In 2012, social, community and disability services workers across Australia won an historic equal pay case run by their union, the Australian Services Union.
I feel a lot stronger now and a lot more stable than what I was.
Donna, I've got new referrals and also got follow-up to do.
You see that one?
The equal pay case came after years of campaigning by thousands of ASU members who rallied,
Perform flash dances.
Attended work meetings.
Talked with politicians.
Made phone calls.
Sent emails.
all with one goal: to achieve fair pay and conditions for workers who do fantastic work.
We're just going to have a seat.
Nice colours too.
The lack of recognition for community workers in the community sector has been there since I've been in the industry. That's some 25 years.
It's been seen as women's work for over a long period of time, and for that reason the wages have been held down. 30% difference between the work of community sector workers and their counterparts in the public sector.
And when the union took this up, like, it was just music to my ears.
Today we look at the background to the equal pay case, how it works and what you are entitled to.
You know, I'm 45 now and I've been in the union ever since I was 21 years of age. We've been fighting these campaigns ever since.
I guess the first things we did was send the postcards to Julia Gillard, went to rallies.
I marched, I made the postcards and I signed petitions.
For the equal pay case, we sent emails of support.
Spoke to lots of people in the workplace, encouraged a few people to become members of the ASU.
The campaign was amazing and the rallies were amazing and the whole family got involved.
I went to my first equal pay rally and I thought, wow, this is big and this is important, and became a union member straight away.
I blew kisses to Julia, I emailed, I lobbied politicians.
And finally we won it.
Our equal pay campaign was fought for and won by ASU members over 4 years.
We used every tool in our toolbox to win it. So that meant we had to campaign on a public level. We had to explain the work we do and why we're valued. We rallied in our masses across the country. We had workplace meetings, sector meetings. We did everything we possibly could.
There were 3 separate decisions by Fair Work Australia. The first, in May 2011, was the acknowledgement that the work of the industry is undervalued and that this can be attributed to gender, and it should be remedied through pay rises. Then, in February 2012, increases of 23 to 45% were determined. Finally, in June 2012, the Equal Remuneration Order outlined how the 23 to 45% wage increases will be brought in.
So this decision was historic. It was the very first decision by the new Fair Work Commission on equal pay, and that was a major breakthrough, not just for our sector, but historically, both here and actually around the world.
We won 23 to 45% pay rises to be implemented in 9 instalments over 8 years. In addition, the equal pay case ensures that workers have an ongoing entitlement to the annual wage review increases every July.
The reason why the ERO is so important is because we lose good community workers who I need to buy a house and get a mortgage.
It allows people to stay in the sector.
Bingo!
That could get paid higher elsewhere.
In effect, we have won 2 wage increases each and every year for 8 years. The annual wage review rise in July and the equal pay rise in December.
So I need your full name?
William. Just going to cut it into size and stick it on.
The equal pay rise is payable in the first pay period on or after December 1 each year. It compounds on top of the annual wage review increase.
I've got 2 case conferences and a couple of home visits this week.
Sorry to interrupt everybody, just had a call from the local police and we have 1 woman and 2 children coming in.
It's very significant because the work that we've done for years has been underpaid and undervalued. We work extremely hard and we deserve to get paid correctly for that.
Is anybody available to do the intake?
I can do it this afternoon.
So how do we determine what increases each worker is entitled to? Your equal pay rise percentage is determined by what level you are classified at on the SCADS Modern Award. Workers at level 2 receive a 23% pay rise through to workers at level 8 who receive a 45% pay rise. These pay rises were determined by comparing pay rates for similar work performed in the public sector.
Because the pay rise is linked to your award classification, it's crucial that you're correctly classified so you receive the correct equal pay rise. If you believe you are wrongly classified, you can talk to your employer, seek advice from your union, or contact the Fair Work Ombudsman.
The annual wage review increase applies to both the SCADS Modern Award and the New South Wales or ACT SACS award rates.
Equal pay calculation is complex. You're always entitled to be paid the higher of the two rates. Always check that you're being paid correctly each year.
Remember, your rate of pay cannot go down as a result of classification onto the SCADS Modern Award.
The Equal Remuneration Order overrides any rates of pay that are less than the order. In effect, the Equal Remuneration Order becomes a new minimum wage for the industry.
For most workers, you have probably found that your rate of pay is higher on the New South Wales and ACT SACS Award than the SCADS Modern Award. It is important that you have both your state-based SACS classification and your SCADS classification. You need both to work out your equal pay rise.
I have had a heart attack. Are you on any medications for it?
If you are on an enterprise agreement, the outcome of the equal pay case still applies to you. You need to carry 3 classifications: your SACS, your SCADS, and your enterprise agreement. You're entitled to be paid the higher rate of the 3.
That's a great news. We'll stop the interview. Let me take you downstairs to see our nurse.
So now the really important part. How does this affect your wages? This graph shows how the wages of a worker who is a New South Wales SACS Award Grade 2 and a SCADS Modern Award Level 2 would have progressed over the next 8 years without equal pay and with equal pay. The red area represents your ASU equal pay increase. So what does this mean for workers across the different award classifications?
A Level 2 worker is entitled to a 23% pay increase over the 8 years.
A Level 3 worker is entitled for a 26% pay rise over 8 years.
A Level 4 worker entitled to 32% pay rise over 8 years. Fantastic.
A Level 5 worker is entitled to a 37% pay increase over the next 8 years. We love it.
A Level 6 worker is entitled to a 40% pay increase over the next 8 years.
I'm very proud, privileged and excited to say to you all that a Level 7 worker is entitled to a 42% pay rise over 8 years.
A Level 8 worker is entitled to a 45% increase over the next 8 years.
We're not powerful as individuals, but we're powerful as a group. And we really showed that in this campaign, that our voice is strong and we are powerful together. And that's the only way we could have won equal pay.